Coach, I want to go back to the play where Eric Dungey was going up for the pass, and the week before he did the hurdle. He said you weren't happy after that hurdle, but then he's going out for a pass and took a big hit there. So I just wondered if you said after the game that you would call that play again. How concerned are you given his history?
Well, I just got through reading an article and someone called me a knucklehead because they had 5 guys deep back there and how could he get open? Actually, they had 2 people deep. It was wide open and the ball hit his hand. He could have caught the ball and not taken a shot at all. The ball was in the air a little bit longer than it has been in practice. If the air would have been taken out of the ball and had been a little bit more of a line, he'd have caught the ball. Based off of his running skills and speed, he probably would have scored and we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. He is a very aggressive player. You can't take that out of his nature. But if he's going to wants to do things like that, we're going to dictate when we're going to take a chance with him. We don't want him running out and jumping and hurling players and falling on his back and shoulders on the 6-yard line.
Jordan Fredericks was bumped off the 2D depth chart. Just in what situations do you like having him on the field? Is it blocking or
You know, Jordan has actually been doing better and better, and I thought he did some nice things at the end of the game. Those things are always up to evaluation. It just depends on what we're doing and what we're trying to do. I don't look at him as not being in our 2 deep. I look at him as somebody that we can put into a football game. He has knowledge of the offense, and he has the ability to help us win games.
Last question from Tad.
Coach, you had a couple tough losses. How do you keep yourself up in spirit, and how do you keep your players up in spirit?
I have not been up in spirit. I've been down a little bit. I really have. But when I was speaking to the guys on Sunday, and I was just looking at them, they have the tough thing when you make a transition like this is they have no idea how close they are. All they do is, hey, we're 1 and 2, yada 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 yada. When are we going to get a win? They look at themselves not in a good light. But you look at the fast start that Louisville had on us, and then they battled back in the game, and then the game got away from us, and then everybody's like, well, what kind of team do you have that Louisville can do that to you? And then you turn around and you saw what Louisville did to Florida State, and you go, oh, well, maybe they're not as bad as they think they are. Then you have Florida State come in here, and we go up 17-0, okay? And then we turn around and we lose that game, we don't score in the second half. I'm like, what in the heck's going on? I don't think we're as bad as the Louisville game, okay? I see us as good as that first quarter in South Florida, but we've got to find a way to be consistently good and not occasionally great. We've got to find a way to carry that all the way through. They're slowly missing. That engine is off. It's just slightly off. And the cool thing about the things we do on offense and the things we do on defense is once they get it, it won't change. It will not change. Once they get it, they'll have it forever. And that's when it gets to be really fun around here.